Once upon a time, in a small town nestled in the heart of England, there lived a boy named Will. Will wasn't your typical hero. He was a bit wimpy, to be honest. He preferred the safety of his own home to the wild adventures his friends often embarked on. But little did Will know, his life was about to take a turn for the extraordinary. One sunny afternoon, Will's friends, Charlie and Emily, burst through his front door with excitement written all over their faces. "Hey, Will, you'll never guess what we found," Charlie exclaimed, waving a tattered map in the air. Emily chimed in, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. "It's a treasure map, Will, and we're going to find the treasure." Will's heart skipped a beat. Treasure hunting. That sounded like a recipe for disaster, but before he could protest, Charlie and Emily dragged him out the door and into the unknown. As they journeyed through fields and forests, Will couldn't help but feel out of place. His friends were fearless while he was, well, wimpy. But as they reached the first landmark on the map, a towering oak tree, Will's curiosity began to outweigh his fear. According to the map, the treasure should be buried somewhere around here, Charlie said, scanning the area. Emily nodded, her eyes gleaming with determination. "Let's start digging." With shovels in hand, the trio began to dig, their excitement mounting with each scoop of dirt. But as the hours passed and the sun began to set, they realized they were no closer to finding the treasure. "We must be doing something wrong," Will muttered, wiping sweat from his brow. Just then, a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows. It was an old man with a twinkle in his eye and a mischievous grin on his face. "Looking for treasure, are we?" he said, his voice dripping with a thick British accent. The children nodded eagerly, hoping this stranger held the key to their success. "Well, you won't find it by digging," the old man chuckled. "You'll find it by using your wits." Confused but intrigued, Will and his friends followed the old man as he led them deeper into the forest. Along the way, he regaled them with tales of adventure and taught them the art of British slang. "Oi, you lot, pay attention," the old man barked, snapping the children out of their reverie. "In order to find the treasure, you'll need to think like a true Brit, and that means speaking the language." With that, the old man launched into a crash course in British slang, teaching Will and his friends the meanings of words like bloke, mate, and cheeky. Armed with their newfound knowledge, the trio set off once more. Their spirits lifted and their determination renewed, and as they retraced their steps, they began to see the forest in a whole new light.
"Look, over there," Emily exclaimed, pointing to a cluster of rocks hidden behind a thicket of brambles. Sure enough, nestled among the rocks was a small chest, covered in moss and slightly weathered from years of neglect.
"We found it," Charlie cried, his eyes wide with disbelief.
But before they could celebrate, the old man appeared once more, a twinkle in his eye and a knowing smile on his lips. "Well done, young ones. You've proven yourselves worthy of the treasure," he said, his voice tinged with pride.
As Will and his friends opened the chest, they were greeted by a dazzling array of gold coins and precious jewels, glinting in the fading light of the setting sun. But more importantly, they had discovered something far more valuable than any treasure: the courage to face their fears, and the confidence to embrace adventure. And as they made their way back home, their pockets jingling with newfound wealth, Will couldn't help but feel grateful for the day he decided to step out of his comfort zone and embark on the adventure of a lifetime. For he had learned that true bravery isn't about being fearless, but about facing your fears head-on and never giving up, no matter how wimpy you may feel.